Well, it's an event that's helped feed needy families for over 30 years, and last year Sharing Basket fed more than 5,000 families across the valley.
Channel 5's Cecilia Gutierrez explains the Sharing Basket wasn't always this big.
Thousands of families will have a Thanksgiving meal thanks to hundreds of Valley volunteers. Catholic Charities tells us there will be hundreds of volunteers involved this year, but that wasn't always the case. It started with a handful of volunteers.
I've seen it grow a lot. You know, there's always people there to help. There's always a lot of people. But the last couple of years, there's so many volunteers, it's almost crowded.
In this case, a crowded room is a good thing.
Even with all those volunteers, it takes all day to do it. To see it go from this massive pile in the middle of just everything to a nice bag, perfect for a family Thanksgiving, it's really cool to see it.
This wasn't always the situation in the more than 30-year partnership with Catholic Charities and Peter Piper Pizza. Catholic Charities tells us when the Sharing Basket event first got started, the volunteers only came from partnering organizations.
We have seen that grow tremendously. We do have a lot of the schools volunteering their organizations, also Winter Texans, and then we also get a lot of the students from UTRGV that come in and help us out that day.
The event got started after organizations saw a need to feed families during the holidays.
You know, many times we think that because we're with our families, our loved ones, having a nice meal, that the community is doing the same thing, or your neighbors, but little do you know that maybe those families are not having turkey, not having those sides that, you know, we normally celebrate during Thanksgiving.
It started out with a handful of families being fed.
We go ahead and we sort by type, and then we bag. We try to make sure that they have a little bit of everything, that they're having their corn, their green beans, their mashed potato, just so they can also have a decent, you know, Thanksgiving meal.
One or two parishes received the baskets more than 30 years ago. Now there are more than 30 parishes that benefit from the event.
Last year we had a total of 34 parishes. This year we're still receiving, you know, the last count, so we're looking anywhere from 34 to 36.
Between those 34 parishes last year, more than 5,000 families had a Thanksgiving meal.
The parishes that wish to participate come in and pick up their share. And then what they do, they have already selected, you know, families that are in need to distribute these baskets to.
Catholic Charities hopes to feed even more families across the valley this year. You can donate canned goods to Catholic Charities in San Juan next Monday. And the Sharing Basket event takes place next Tuesday starting at 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. at the San Juan Basilica Auditorium. If you would like to volunteer, you can register at CatholicCharitiesRGV.org. In the studio, Cecilia Gutierrez, Channel 5 News at 6.